Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Charlestown Drama Group's production of Going Away. We ask you to make yourself comfortable now as the show is about to start. Can we draw your attention to the safety exits? The door you came through at the back of the hall and the fire door on the right of the stage. Can we ask you to turn off your mobile phones completely at this time? As you will see from the program, there is an interval halfway through the show in about 1 hour. During the interval, complimentary teas and coffees will be available outside in the lobby. And for those interested, there is a complimentary glass of wine at the back of the hall. Raffle tickets will be on sale during the interval, and the raffle will take place at the end of the interval. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege to be at this production of Going Away. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to
Ihawa a gwine úsle, agus bhar géad fáilte ag an ionad alien don ócáid speisialta seo. Is ihe mar grúpa drámaíocht de baile cahall, agus táid fearmhuíochtaíomh go léir a bheith páirteach linn an seo anocht. Good evening, everybody. This evening is about many different things. It celebrates the centenary of the birth of John Murphy from Balahi, the author of The Country Boy. And in honour of this, we'll perform an excerpt from this play later this evening. The Country Boy is a play about emigration in the 1950s and 60s, and this was the inspiration for the overall theme tonight. Over the course of the next hour and a half, you will join with us as we highlight how emigration impacted Ireland over the years. We will explore this theme through music and song, as well as through the world premiere performance of a new one-act play. Half an Hour in Heaven was written by an American woman named Cindy Lavin, whose father emigrated from Charlestown to Brooklyn, New York in the 1920s. Finally, and maybe most importantly, tonight is about the relaunch of the Charlestown Drama Group. Special evening for us here because of this, and we thank you for joining us for this event. We know we have big shoes to fill. The tradition of superb drama productions was part of the identity of this town for many years. But with your help and support, we know that we can revive the sleeping giant and continue the tradition of drama in Charlestown into the future.
Drama groups have been forming in Charlestown since the early 1900s. Charlestown Drama Group had a significant presence on the drama scene for many years. When the Amateur Drama League was founded in 1953, Charlestown were there from the start. At the first All-Ireland Drama Festival in Athlone in 1953, Charlestown won first prize in the one-act section with Mrs. Brown, Dark Brown, by Philip Johnson, and Mrs. Butler won the gold medal for Best Actress in the festival. So tonight, as we rekindle this flame, we remember so many actors who gave life to the drama in Charlestown, and we once again thank you for coming and ask for your continual support as we get this venture off the ground.
In Ireland's rich tradition of music and song, immigration is one of the big themes. Many songs are sad. Why do the Irish sing such sad songs? Because they are always going away, is a line that you will hear later in The Country Boy. Very few songs celebrate immigration as opportunity, challenge, and a better life. Instead, the themes focus on nostalgia, the beauty of the home place, loss, the pain of departure and exile, and even bitterness and anger. Spansel Hill is one of the greats. The composer of this song was Michael Considine from Spansel Hill, who grew up around 1850 and immigrated to America around 1870. Considine went with the intention of bringing his sweetheart over and for them to be married when he had made enough money for the passage. At the age of 23, he began to suffer ill health, and after some time, realizing he hadn't long left to live, he wrote the poem Spancel Hill, to be sent home in remembrance of his love. Years later, music was added, and it has been a stalwart immigration song ever since. Tonight we welcome on stage Francie Mulligan with his rendition of Spancel Hill. He's accompanied on keyboard by Rochelle O'Connor and on accordion by myself.
Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, me mind being bent on rambling to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board a vision and I went out with the winds, and I quickly came to anchor at the cross of Spancel Hill. It been on the 23rd of June, the day there, when Ireland's sons and daughters, they all assemble there. The young, the old, the brave and the bold came their duty to fulfill. The pact that are duty a mile from Spancel Hill. I went to see me neighbors to hear what they might say. The young ones were dead and the young ones turning grey. I met the tailor Quigley, he's as bold as ever still. Sure he used to mend me breeches when I lived in Spancel Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as fair as the lily and as gentle as the dove. She threw her arms round me, saying, Johnny, I love you still. She's Nell, the farmer's daughter, and the pride of Spancel Hill. Well, I dreamt I held and kissed her, as in the days of yore. She said, Johnny, you're only joking, as many the time. But the cock, he crew in the morning, and he crew both loud and shrill. And I awoke in California, many miles from Spencer Hill.
John Murphy was born in Balahi, Charlestown, County Mayo, just over 100 years ago in 1924. And in 1958, he wrote a play called The Country Boy. It was first performed in 1959 in both Belfast and the Abbey Theatre in Dublin. The Charlestown Drama Group were quick to follow and performed the play in 1960. They won runners-up in the All-Ireland Drama Festival in Athlone with this production. This is the only play that John wrote. He worked for a while on Australian radio scripts and finally ended up as a scriptwriter in the Hollywood studios. The play, set in the early 1950s, deals with the darker side of emigration. The excerpt we are about to see here tonight is towards the end of the play. Act 2, Scene 2 and 3. Eddie is now at the end of his visit home after spending 10 years in New York. His wife Julia is with him. Both have spent most of their visit telling folk how wonderful life is in America and how successful they are. In this scene, you will see the wheels come off that cart. You will also see the difficult relationship between Curly, the younger son, and his father Tom. We will watch Eddie beg his younger brother Curly to seize the day, stay at confront his autocrat, marry Eileen, the girl he loves, and not let emigration ruin his chance of happiness. He wants to stop Curly making the same mistakes he did when he left his sweetheart, Katie O'Hara, many years earlier. Tonight, you will see two scenes from the play Country Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present The Country Boy.
Curly, will you ever go up and bring down that rake you broke? You can't keep rakes with that. Break every tool you had in the place.
Did you ever break a goddamn rake yourself?
Well, what's up with you? Is it drink you having?
No, but that's not a bad idea. Look, Pop, I need to talk to you.
What about?
Right now, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what needs to get said is going to get said. But you gotta stop Curly from going.
I'll not lift a hand.
He doesn't know what he's leaving.
Damn well he knows.
Years ago, I stood in that old house over there the night before I went to America. And I said every word that Curly said to me. Only I said them to myself, because there was no one else.
You can't stop him when he starts.
That kid's me. Every word, every frown. But there's one thing missing. And if I knew that that was there, I swear to God I'd cut his legs off at the knees to stop him going.
You cut him off at the hips, then he'd still go.
Oh, you don't understand. You want to draw? You know what? It was never easy to talk to you about some things.
I'm a reasonable man, Eddie, if you'd only come to me in the right way.
Okay. Quick question. But maybe it's mother I should ask this. Is Carly courting?
Well, I'm damn sure all that carousing at night time isn't with the boys.
Skip the carousal. What's the setup between himself and this Eileen Tierney?
Eileen Tierney? She's just a neighbour's daughter. They go gallivanting into the dances of a Sunday night.
Okay, fair enough, if that's all it is. He's not me then. Do you know something? I bet he's not even a country boy. Will you have another drop?
No, it's the wrong stuff to be taken when there's work in front of you. What rambling was on them for Castlebar today?
Ah, Julia wanted the run.
And herself mad to be off and all the work that's ahead of us.
Ah, everyone needs a break from time to time, Pop.
Julia,
No.
you have to be raised in it to understand the ways.
Sure.
The city man never easy in the country.
Mm.
You're not easy here yourself now, Eddie. 'Tis all right for a holiday. You're a city man now, with the fine clothes and the clean shoes.
Yeah. Everybody knows a city man.
So what sort of a job are you going to get for Curly?
Ah, plenty of jobs. We'll sort something out when he gets there.
Well, he'll have to mend his manners when he's living in a city house and not be throwing his shoes down at the end of the kitchen.
Shut up. Sorry.
Leave the whiskey alone.
Ever stop.
It might.
Hey.
Take no hurt for a while.
Oh, it's Carly.
Jesus, you asked me that before.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what he's doing. There won't be many there. There never is when children are buried.
I should have gone.
You wouldn't be expected to.
I have to go over there sometime.
John Towie was asking for you this morning. He said you'll come over of an evening when
She getting better.
the doctor said she'll be up in a day or two.
That's good.
You're happy yourself, Eddie?
Sure.
Julia seems a fine woman. When you get used to her.
When you get used to her.
Well, there's many that goes sends back for the ones they left behind, picking where they live.
Sure. Here's Charlie now.
Does he have the rake? Well, he'd fix that one. I'll buy no more.
He's a fine looking fella.
Curly? He's a fine stamp of a man, surely. You had a good set on yourself too in your day.
In my day.
Don't be bringing that in here.
Well, I'm hardly going to stand out in the rain and fix them, am I?
Oh, well, all right.
Did you ever see such rain? They'll be drenched in Castlebar.
Well, it serves them right for going.
Let me fix this rake, boy.
There's some wire out in the shed. I'll get it. Is the hammer here?
No. Bring it in with you. And some nails.
Is it going to clear?
Aye. But there's some strange clouds round yet.
Eileen, well, the rain's done some good if it's driven you in here.
Listen to fierce.
Fill your cup.
I won't be stopping. Did they say what time to be back at?
When my wife's bought the damn joint.
When Mary Kate gets back, will you tell her to go over to Towie's?
What's wrong?
Casey.
She's had a bad turn. They've sent for the doctor, but she keeps asking for Mary Kate. I'm going back again now.
I should stay a while. You'll be drenched.
I can't. There's no one there with her.
Oh, all right. Sure, I'll tell her when she comes in. James, that rain's too heavy to last anyhow.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon they'd mind if I went over to Towie's?
She can't go over now.
I get scared sometimes. But I'd give anything to see her again.
Just
once.
Would you don't be daft? What would your Julia say?
I couldn't care one damn less what Julia says.
Well, that's a fine carry on.
Did you ever think of your mother dying?
What for?
Did you?
No.
Well, I did. I used to pray that God would let me be with my mother when she died. I knew that he never would.
That's not right for you.
Right for me. Nothing's ever been right for me. Right now, I'm not sure where the right thing for me lies. I used to think it was here, but it's not here for me anymore. I wish to God I found out like 20 years ago.
I kind of think you're half boozed.
Sure, I've only ever been half of anything. But you, Curly, you're not even half of anything. And maybe someday. Someday when you're shoveling coal in a stinking boiler room, or up to your knees in muck under the clean sidewalks of Park Avenue, or humping heavy cement bags off a dirty rail truck in 10 degrees of frost. You'll stand for a moment, and you'll wipe more than dust and sweat from your eyes. And when that day comes, Curly, maybe, maybe.
Is this the stuff you wanted?
Yeah, that'll finish it off good.
You made a fine job of that rake.
You know what? I'm finished with this. You can stick it in any hole in the field and it won't break. Drive the nails into them.
Tell us, what are the farms like in America?
Mhm. All sorts. Big farms. Wheat farms. They specialize there.
No small places like here?
Yeah, there are some. Down south, there's worse conditions.
Couldn't be much worse.
Okay. How's that?
There's any haymaking left in front of that rake?
How about a wet?
I don't mind, sure, we've half a case of stout over here left.
No. You get the whiskey, and I'll.
The old fella's gone over to Towie's to give John a hand with the milking.
Is there any news from there yet?
No, but he said if Katie wasn't too bad. Good help.
Good luck.
Isn't it time we were going on about that ticket?
Yeah. You should go in the morning, pay the balance, and collect it.
I need to get myself a decent suitcase too. I think I'll go to Castlebar and get one.
Do you want to get the money now?
Well, there's no great hurry, but we're as well get it off our minds.
Okay. I'll sign it. The bank manager in there knows me, so you can go and cash it. Let's see. $300. That's roughly £100. So there's 70 of this for the shipping agent. The rest, Curly, is for you. You'll need some clothes. And don't lose it.
I won't forget you, Eddie, for doing this for me.
I wish it could be more.
I won't be long paying you back.
Forget it. There's still plenty of time.
No.
Okay.
No. I'll collect the ticket on my way to Castlebar tomorrow.
Fair enough. We have another drop.
I'll have one. So tell us, where's your Julia?
She's around somewhere.
She enjoyed herself.
She did, sure.
I think she'll be glad to be on her way.
Sure. I'll be glad to be going away myself.
You enjoyed yourself, though.
Yeah, sure. But it's gone, Curly. Maybe I expected too much. You know, it's funny. I figured that when I stepped out of the taxi that brought us here, there at the door would be my mother, dressed in the same apron she had on the day I left, instead of an old woman. Or that I'd see my father striding down from the fields to welcome me home with his as black as it used to be. You forget to count the years. Come on, let's drink up.
Jeez, we'll be scattered.
Can you think of something better to do?
Are you going over to Towie's tonight?
I'll have to. It's the last chance I've got.
John would feel bad if anything happened to Katie.
What does Eileen say about you going? I understand you told the old fella last year that you wanted to get married.
Sure, he didn't stop going on about it for the week.
And then you wrote to me.
There's no other way, Eddie. I'll come back.
Oh, hey, Curly.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness I've only got one more full day after this. Well, I can't wait to hear it from our traffic again.
'Tis quiet round here, Julia.
Oh, so goddamn quiet, Curly. Well, I just can't sleep nights.
We should have put in you. That way you could have slept all day.
Oh, no need for your magic drill buster. Well, the sound of your adenoids making their death rattle all night, well, that's enough for anyone. See? Who's on the liquor?
We're just having a little sup, Julia.
Ed, I don't want you introducing Curly to the pleasures of life.
It's okay, honey. We know when to stop.
Seems I heard that somewhere before.
They're gone over to Towie's.
Oh, gee. Well, I feel sorry for Ed. Now, Ed, I just remembered. You haven't taken me to a wake anywhere. And all the things you told me about the wakes here in Ireland.
Even the wakes aren't what they used to be like, Julia.
Oh, I hear everyone has a great time. Plenty to eat, plenty of liquor, and some harmless petting with the girls down the peanut. What's wrong, Ed? I'm just asking Curly.
Well, then don't ask.
Hey, well, you're the one who tells you how. Well, if you're Irish, come into the parlor. There's a welcome there for. Seems as everybody else here is having such a good time. I might as well join in. Fill me up, Curly.
'Tis strong stuff, Julia.
Oh, I am a strong girl, Curly. The Lord, he must have known what kind of life I was going to have. Top of the morning or whatever you say.
Good health, Julia. Another, Eddie.
Sure.
Maybe we've nearly had enough.
Oh, Curly. Oh, maybe in time. You'll get to know. that where drink is concerned, those words don't mean a thing to my husband.
Well, sure, a man needs to get blind drunk every now and again, Julia, if he's to see things straight at all.
Well, I'll just try and work that one out on the voyage back, Curly.
What we should do? We should have a dance here tomorrow night. How about it, Curly? Can you get a few bottles of beer and some musicians and really let ourselves go?
Oh, how about it, Curly?
Well, no reason at all, except for the old fella.
For once, take no heed and go ahead. Can you fix it, Curly?
Well, I can get a couple of fiddle players all right, and zero trouble with the booze.
Well, what more do we need?
A room to lock my feckin' father in.
You know, honey, I'll even show you how to do the lancers.
Oh, well, Ed, let's wind this vacation up with a good memory to take back with us.
Anyway, Curly deserves a farewell due.
Well, you gotta send the boy out to the world with a song in his heart.
Come on, boy. We'll have another. The glass is empty.
Yeah, that fire's going down. I'll bring in some turf.
Look at that sunset. You think the mountain was on fire?
It's pretty.
Sure, it's perfect.
Oh, what do you want me to say?
Nothing.
Ed,
Nothing.
Ed, you promised.
Sure, I promised. The last vacation I'll ever have. I'm not getting stinking. I'll get stinking. You know, I'll have to wonder where we're going back. And I know you sure as hell can't wait to get your heels out
No, no.
there. I needn't say. I know you think this is the far
Never said that, Ed.
Oh, you never said it. But it's better than you and I will ever have. You can say. I can even say. Half the goddamn world can say. But they're wrong. And will I tell you for why? Because I'm a steady lad with a good job and good pay. Yeah. I'm a city man.
Well, it's good to hear someone happy.
I mean, the pride of my life.
Oh, God, that's what you called her the last time.
Hey, this time.
Huh. I wouldn't let her get too near you, Daddy. He.
I don't know how the men can drink that stuff.
Can't. I wouldn't let Curly get too near you either. He's racing neck to neck with his brother in the liquor sticks.
Hello, Curly.
Hello, Eileen. Any news?
Oh,
He had that girl for 3 hours last night in a grassy ditch. And when he meets her today, all he can say is, "Any news?"
you spoiled it.
Come on, sit down here with me, brother. Your glass is empty.
You have enough to drink, Ed.
Don't worry, honey. We'll leave some for you for a nightcap.
I do not know what happened to this man on this vacation. Vacations are just not good for this guy. He's feeling
What
good.
about you, Eileen? What do you have?
Oh, nothing for me, Eddie. I don't drink. The kettle on.
Always keep it that way, kid. But honey, celebrating with tea. Jeez, that's rich.
I'll bring the kettle out and fill it.
No. You stay here with me, brother.
You might fall into the well.
There's enough in it.
We won't take anything to them two, Julia. We talk with ourselves, and you tell me all about America.
Hey, you know, you two shouldn't be here. What's a summer's evening like this for, except for people like you in a country like this? You know, Curly, you'd swear you had the rest of your life to spend here instead of just 2 more nights.
I think I'd better fill the kettle after all. You know, honey, you've got the perfect knack of saying the right thing at the wrong moment.
I've got the perfect knack. And the way I see it, Curly's got the perfect girl, only he doesn't know it. In 10 years' time, he'll know it.
Can't anybody do anything around here without everyone wanting to give them advice on what to do? I know better than any of the two of you what I want.
Okay.
Curly, I wouldn't have anything more from that bottle.
Can't you let the guy have a drink in peace?
You should be the one to tell him stop, Ed, not me.
He's over 21. Any guy over that age should be able to go wherever he wants, including to hell.
Well, oh, brother. But this sure looks like it's setting out to be a memorable evening. And I'll put the light on.
No. Don't put the light on. Don't put the light on.
And don't act silly.
Eileen, stand there. Back a bit. Into the shadows.
Where are you seeing things? What's she trying to do, Eddie? It looks like a ghost.
That's it. Like a ghost.
Eileen.
Look.
What?
Me acting the fool. Too much strong whiskey for you, Eddie. The next thing you'll be down in the garden looking for leprechauns.
Maybe. Maybe. I just thought for 1 minute that you...
I'll put the light on.
No! Leave it like this.
For one thing, it's romantic.
Eileen, can you see?
I can croak, Eddie, but you wouldn't call it singing.
She can sing.
Hey, do you know the last rose of summer?
Eddie, I can't sing. Oh, sing, Eileen.
Please, Eileen. For me. The last rose of summer.
You're not going away. Oh, sing, Eileen. They say music soothes a savage beast. Curly, you'll help me.
I'll start you.
Oh, Eileen, that was lovely. You'd say that anyway, Julia. Oh, look, it's midday to get up and leave. Oh, Ed, what are you doing out there? You know,
Stretching my leg.
Eileen, you're good. You should do something about it with your voice training. I always say that only the Irish can sing sad songs properly. There's too many sad songs here. I suppose because we're always going away. Tell me all about America, Julia, and all the posh style.
Oh, it sure is God's own country, Allie. Well, there is nothing in the world to stop us. Allie. Well, we've got the biggest of everything. The largest automobiles, well, folks just think big is everything they do there. It's that kind of country.
I'd love to see New York. I've seen it so many times in the pictures. It must be a great city. But I'd never get used to the money. I'd never be able to work the dollars into pounds, shillings, and pence. I'd be robbed every day.
Oh, no, honey. Oh, no. It's easy. It's a much better system than here in Europe. You see, there is 100 cents in every dollar. Now, but that's roughly, $3 to every pound.
It just sounds an awful lot of money.
Everything in America is 3 times bigger than it is everything everywhere else, including their goddamn heads.
Oh, well, no more whiskey.
He's going to drink whatever he goddamn well likes, and he's going to get plastered if he goddamn well wants.
Well, you leave the light on so we can see you when you fall.
Listen to her, the queen of repartee.
The kettle's boiling.
You want a whiskey, brother? Honey, you got a glass?
I'm having a cup of tea with Eileen in it.
Nah, nah, nah. Let your hair down, honey. Tonight, let's be ourselves. Let's be our truly American selves. Big, big, big bums. I'm sick and tired of this pretense. You must be feeling the strain.
Oh, Ed, you're going to be sorry for all the things you have said to me tonight or are likely to say.
I'm only sorry for the things I haven't said. I'm a bum. A no good, stinking bum. And that's what I should have said the first day I walked in that door.
It must be awful to live at the top of one of those tall buildings.
Oh, no, honey. They all got elevators.
Sure, elevators. Except 2461 per week.
Oh, it takes you right to the top in seconds.
Push your way past the Puerto Ricans and the Italians that live in the apartments below. Taking care where you put your feet. If the kids have made a lavatory out of the steps.
And those swell apartments, honey. Oh, gee, you should see those. No coal or turf. Everything is centrally heated. The same heat in every corner of the room, no matter what the weather.
I think I'd miss the old turf fires. But I'd love to get me one of those refrigerators.
Yeah, you gotta have refrigeration.
Eileen, people in the States just wouldn't. They couldn't live without a cooler.
Yeah, keep the meat and the milk and the eggs in it. We got one. Yeah, we got a freezer. Only thing is, it don't freeze. We need to keep them bread in it. That way the rats don't get it.
And those stores, honey. You know, you could spend a whole week in one of them big stores without having to go outside once.
Oh, it must be marvelous.
Oh, it sure is. Everything and anything you want to buy.
You can buy the whole damn joint if you got the money. And don't forget to ride home and tell the folks what a wonderful time you're having. And what a wonderful guy you are. Out in America, you got all the bricks. Break your goddamn back.
And you know, honey, when you first see all those wonderful things, well, oh, you will wonder where you've been all your life.
Sure. We never see anything here.
Oh, a young person is buried in a place like this.
Sure, every year. And when you come home to see the dead, you gotta be able to make sure that you know who's dead, who's alive. No use coming in with a shirt and 2 pairs of socks and an old box your father made for you when you left. Then they begin to wonder who is dead.
And honey, you know, when you've got a boyfriend there, well, gee, he really shows you the big time.
No. You gotta buy 3 or 4 cases and have cabin and stateroom labels stuck all over them. You gotta buy the biggest goddamn truck you can afford. Oh, we showed them that we weren't dead. Only thing is, that was nothing else.
Oh, dances, parties, oh, into the country in a summer's evening in a smart car, movies.
Oh,
All prancing on a Sunday night.
this guy says to me, any American is a disgrace to the Stars on Stripes on vacation if he doesn't have one of these cameras. We got one. $250 worth of camera. Takes pictures too. Hired for the month for $20 a week.
Oh, over there, you know, a girl can look like a queen. The latest styles, beautiful shoes, and jewelry you would think would cost a fortune. You can dine in the snazziest restaurants and have all the guys staring.
Damn country. And I've been going to bed for the past 10 years with the same fat cow. I don't want to hear any of this. None of this crap.
Hey,
She's got everything.
I'm going to go out for a walk. If you're going to be shouting like this at me,
Do. And when you're gone, find out what makes us all look dead here.
we take a walk down to Towers and meet Mary Kate and Tom maybe on the way back.
All right, Eileen. All right. Well, it seems to be no place for anybody in here. Well, unless you filled your eyes with whiskey.
I never knew things were like that for you, Eddie.
Well, and I'm tired shooting the line. And that's the way it's going to be for you too, Carly. Same as it was for me. You'll hit the liquor because it's the only thing left when you run out of time to do the things you set out to do.
Every man has to have his chance.
He doesn't have to take his chances if he listens to reason. Carly, there are some things I don't know about you.
What are they?
You want this girl, Eileen?
I don't want to be talking about those kinds of things.
You have to talk about them, Carly. The years go by and a girl can't wait. Believe me, I know.
She'd wait for me.
Oh, don't make her wait, Carly. Carly, does she meet you down on Moorlands Lane on a summer's evening, just when it's getting dark? Ask.
Sometimes.
And you walk along a field with a high hedge to the fort at the far end.
Sometimes.
Does she sigh into your ear as she wraps her warm arms around your neck? Do you think about it? All the next day.
Yes. Because my heart's breaking for her.
Oh, Carly, as sure as there's a God above, he won't stand in the way of desire like that, or question it. And Carly, you got 300 that.
We can't go back on arrangements now.
They're the only things we can go back on, Carly. Look, if you are never to have another cent, if you are never to see a new suit on your back, give it to her. Buy the finest ring for her finger you can with the money. And say, this is the girl I'm going to have. For me, Carly. Oh, Carly. Tomorrow, don't go into the town. Go straight to Castlebar. And if you do this, it'll be right. And I know that I have done something worthwhile for the first time in my life.
I can't. I can't now.
I
Carly.
I just came back to tell you. Keisha Howard is dead.
Oh,
Hi everyone. Just have your attention for a second. We're going to have a brief interval for about 20 minutes. There's teas and coffees out the back door for anybody, or a glass of wine down at the back of the hall. There's a raffle, tickets were sold on the door, and there's still a few in circulation, and we'll hold the draw at the end of the interval. So enjoy the refreshments. Thank you.